Now, the morning sprint.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. At 6:52, it's time now for our Monday morning sprint here on Good Morning Northwest. We'll check in with our chief meteorologist, Kristen Walls, in just a moment. But first, here's a look at today's top stories. Hunters find skeletal remains Sunday morning in a brush area between Wapato and Toppenish. Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis said it's unclear if the remains are male or female and the age is undetermined. Curtis said the area where the skeletal remains were found near the intersection of Track Road and Winnoway Road is covered in heavy brush and that the remains were not visible from the roadway. The cause and manner of death has yet to be determined at this time. A man crashes a stolen truck into a Kennewick building on Friday night. Kennewick police say when they first identified the truck as stolen, the driver took off and drove recklessly over Cable Bridge toward Pasco. The truck failed to make the turn and ended up hitting a building on North Elm Street. The driver, 27-year-old Brian Paul Aho, was arrested and booked into the Franklin County Jail. A Pasco woman faces charges in connection with the crash Saturday evening on Blue Bridge in Kennewick. Troopers say 20-year-old Saray Contreras Castro was northbound on U.S. Highway 395 with a 14-year-old passenger. When she attempted to change lanes, she ended up hitting another car and the Jersey barrier. The driver of the second car was uninjured. Contreras Castro and the 14-year-old girl, however, were injured and taken to local hospitals. The driver in a crash that killed a 75-year-old woman in Umatilla County is facing DUI and manslaughter charges. Oregon State Police say 45-year-old Michelle Dawn Fry failed to stop at the intersection of U.S. Highway 395 and East Pumpkin Center Road. That's when police say Fry hit another car trying to make a left-hand turn. Both people in the other car, a man and woman, were injured and taken to a hospital where the woman, 75-year-old Alicia Salas, was pronounced dead. Kennewick police asked for your help to identify a suspect using a stolen ID and debit card at Motel 6. Police say the person seen here on your screen somehow got a hold of a victim's wallet after they accidentally left it at a local restaurant. A short time later, police say the suspect allegedly used the victim's ID and debit card to book a room at Motel 6. A 35-year-old woman has been arrested on suspicion of reckless burning in connection with an RV fire in Kennewick. Benton County Sheriff's deputies and firefighters responded Friday morning to reports of an RV on fire near East 15th Avenue and South Date Street. They found the wooded front porch of the RV was burning and a woman inside was refusing to come out. Deputies say 35-year-old Tara Redman eventually came out unharmed. Firefighters battled a blaze Saturday night at a home south of Toppenish. Yakima County Fire District officials say firefighters arrived before 8:30 p.m. to find one home fully engulfed and another home starting to be involved near U.S. Highway 97, Marion Drain Road, and Spurk Road. Officials say no one was at home at the time of the fire and that the case has been turned over to the Yakima Nation Police Department for investigation. And a space heater is the likely cause of a camper fire in Prosser yesterday. Authorities say a fire engulfed a camper and an unattached shed Sunday morning in Prosser. Benton County Sheriff's deputies and firefighters responded about 10:30 a.m. to reports of a structure fire in the 1200 block of North Misimer Road. The two structures were totally engulfed within minutes, but the main residence was undamaged.
And as we're giving you a live look outside right now, Legend Skycam Network from Richland's Columbia Point. We're dealing with a dense fog advisory in place for the majority of the area. Pendleton, Walla Walla, Tri-Cities, back over into Yakima until noon today. So just a heads up, as you hit the road this morning, visibility is at least reduced, especially around the Yakima Valley this morning into Ellensburg. Pendleton, you're less than about a quarter of a mile. And now starting to come down around the Tri-Cities. We're near 3 miles this morning. And those temperatures, at least in some spots around the Yakima and Ellensburg area, you're below freezing. So just a heads up, watch out for some slick spots. It's going to be a quiet day overall today. We will have some changes moving in. I do think the clouds will stick around for this afternoon. We will have some wet weather arriving, especially by Tuesday evening with this first system. We'll go back to some drier weather Wednesday morning. Another system moving in here Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, and that'll linger into early Thursday morning before going back to some drier conditions by the end of the work week. But here's his forecast. We'll have that mostly cloudy sky, up to 39 in the Tri-Cities, 39 for Walla Walla, and 37 for Yakima. Let's give you a look ahead right now to your 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. Again, the wet weather developing for late in the day Tuesday. Same thing for Wednesday. That'll linger into early on Thursday. Notice temperatures on Thursday up to about 48. Back to a partly sunny skies Saturday and Sunday. Overall, a dry weekend with those highs near 40. That 7-day forecast as well for Yakima. You'll also have some afternoon rain showers moving in Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday, up to about a high of 46.
Thanks, Kristen. And thank you all for waking up with us on Good Morning Northwest. Right after the break, we'll be going into a special report on the impeachment hearings happening live right now. We also have a link up on our website, yaktrinews.com. Hope you all have a wonderful Monday.